Hello students, welcome to another class of social science, okay? And today I will be discussing about your social science, that is your chapter 9, transport and communication. I have already written it here. So today class 10 social science class, we will be discussing on chapter 9, that is transport and communication, okay? So I hope you got it now. So chapter 9, transport and communication, okay? Now, when we say transport and communication, I'm sure you will find it very easy, okay? I'm sure it'll be very easy for you because when we say transport, we all know, isn't it, what we meant by transport. We are talking about the roadways, the vehicles, and so on. Then when we talk about communication, communication also, you know what we meant by communication. So I'm sure in this chapter, okay, you will find it easy, okay? I hope you will be able to understand it easily, okay? So now, when we say transport and communication, these two, okay, it complement one another, okay? They need one another. That is, transport also need communication and vice versa. And if you look at the ancient days, okay, during the ancient period, we all know how roads came into being, isn't it? But then now in the present day, if you compare it to the present day now, okay, now because of science and technology, okay, because of science and technology, everything has developed so rapidly. And because of that, even to do with transport and communication, okay, they have developed so rapidly. And because of that, now if you look around, you will find that all of us, okay, all of us, we are living an easy life, a comfortable life, okay? We have all the amenities and so on. And all these are again possible because of transport and communication. And then because of transport and communication, okay, now we say that the world is shrinking, okay? Shrinking means the world is getting smaller. Now, why we say the world is getting smaller is physically the world is not getting smaller, okay? But what we meant here is the world is getting smaller because of the transport and communication. Because from one place to another place, we can reach easily, or even do with talking to one another. Maybe you are here in India, okay? You have a friend who is in Europe. What you can do is within a minute also you can talk with them. So all these are the reasons why we say the world is shrinking, or transport and communication has made the world into a global village, okay? So these are also the reason why transport and communication is very, very important. And thus, these two are also called as the lifeline of our nation, okay? Transport and communication are considered as the lifeline of the country or the world, okay? So now let's go into detail. First, we will do about transport, okay? First, we will discuss about transport, and here when we say transport, we are going to discuss about the different roads, okay? The different roadways that we find around us or that we find in the country or even too in the world, okay? The roads have been classified. They have been classified into different parts depending on the size, then the land or the area and so on, okay? So first we will do transport. So transport means we are going to discuss about the roadways, okay? So as I've said, the roadways, they have been classified into different parts, okay? Now in your textbook, the first one, okay, the first one is called as the, I won't write it in the on the board because everything is there in detail, okay? So you please look into your textbook. So the first one, the first roadway is called as the Golden Quadrilateral Superhighway, okay? The first roadway is called as the, in simple words, it is called as the superhighways, okay? Now this superhighways, these are the roads, okay? Those roads which connect the major cities in India, okay? Those roads which connect Mumbai, okay? Then Delhi, Chennai and Kolkata. Those three major cities which have been connected by the roads, those roads are called as the superhighways, okay? And these superhighways, they are maintained, okay? They are maintained or they are looked after by the National Highway Authorities of India. Okay, so the first roadway is called as the super highways. Super highways means we are talking about those roads which connect the four major cities. Okay, then these roads, they are again maintained or looked after by the National Highway Authority of India. Okay, so that is the first one. Then the second roadway is, we call it as the national highways. Okay, the national highways. Okay, now national highways means those highways which connect, okay, one state with another. Okay, those roads which are connecting the state, the different states, they are called as the national highways. Okay, and this national highways, again, they are maintained and looked after by the, okay, it's written clearly in your textbook, the Central Public Work Department. Okay, that is CPWD, Central Public Work Department. Okay, so that is to do with national highways. Then third, we have the state highways. Okay, state highways means those roads which are connecting the states with different districts. Okay, the states connecting, or we can say the capital, the roads that is connecting the capital with a different district, those are called as the state highways. Okay, and again, this state highways, they are maintained, okay, maintained and looked after by the State Public Work Department. Okay, then the next one is, we call it as the district roads. Okay, district roads means we are talking about those roads which are connecting the district with the villages. Okay, those roads which are connecting the district with the villages, there it is called as the district roads. Okay, and this district roads, again, this is maintained. Okay, it is maintained by the Zilla Parishad. Zilla Parishad we have already discussed in the previous classes, so I'm sure you still remember. Okay, so district roads, they are maintained by the Zilla Parishad. Okay, then the next one is, we call it as the border roads. Okay, border roads. Border roads means, from the title itself you can know, that is, border roads means we are talking about those roads which are running on the border of the country. Okay, those roads which are running on the border of the countries, those are called as the border roads. Okay, and this border roads, they are again looked after, they are maintained and looked after by the border roads organization. Okay, so those are the different roads. Then apart from this, in your textbook it has also mentioned one, that is the other roads. Okay, there is also one point which says other roads. Now other roads means we are talking about those roads which are connecting one village with another village. Okay, those roads connecting the villagers, those are called as the other roads. Okay, so I hope you have understood that far. Okay, so here roadways. Roadways are classified into different parts again. First one is called as the super highways. Super highways means those roads that are connecting the major cities in the country. Okay, then they are maintained by the National Authority of India. Then we have this national roads or national highways. National highways means those highways or those roads which are connecting the different states. Okay, then we have the state highways. State highways means those roads that are connecting the capital, okay, with the other district. Those are called as the state highways. Then we have the district roads. District roads means those roads that are connecting the district with the other villages. Okay, so those are called as the district. Then we have the border roads. So border roads means those roads that are running on the border of the country. Then apart from this, we also have the other roads. So other roads means we are talking about those roads that are connecting the different villages. Okay, so those are to do with the roadways. But then if you look around, okay, you will find that this roadways, it also have its, for everything, okay, there are always two sides of a coin, that is the good and bad, or merits and demerits. advantages and disadvantages. Okay, so here regarding the roads also, it has its effect. Okay, defect and effect, or advantages and disadvantages and whatnot. So here they have written this, the importance of road transport. What is the importance, or what important is the road, or what regarding this transport of road? Okay, so here in your textbook it has written that this road, it provides a link between the railway station or the airport. Okay, all these are linked because of the road transport. So road transport is very, very important, because this road, it connects the railway station, okay, the airport or the seaport and so on. Everything are connected because of this road transport. So this is one of the most important of road transport. Okay, then regarding these roads, roads can also be so to say, it can be constructed, okay, at very low rate, plus it can be built easily, also constructed easily. So that is also another important. Then this road, it also connect, okay, it also connect the field with the market. That means if the manufacturers, okay, that is the producers, they want to buy the raw material, it is very easy for them if they have accessible to roads, or if road transport is there, then it is very easy for them to get it. Okay, so those are the advantages of road transport. Okay, but then as I've said, there are also disadvantages, or we can say problems. Okay, what are the problems that are faced by the road transportation? And here it is written that inadequate, okay, inadequate road network to meet the needs of the people. Because if you look around, especially in Nagaland also, if you look around, you know the conditions of the road. Or talking about the villages, okay, some of the villages, they don't even have road linking them with another village. So that is the disadvantage. Okay, that is a problem that is being faced by the road transport. Okay, it is inadequate. That means it is not sufficient. Okay, it is not sufficient because everyone is not having accessibility to the road transport. So that is also one problem. Okay, then another problem is those roads, okay, which have been built, they have been built long ago. Okay, so many years have passed and it has not been maintained. It has not been maintained or repaired and so on. And that is why it becomes inaccessible. Okay, the people, they cannot travel on this. Mainly to do with, when we say roads, it can also be to do with bridges. Okay, all those bridges and culvert and whatnot. So those which have been built long time back and they haven't been repaired, so now it is dangerous. Okay, it is not advisable for the vehicles to travel on those places or on those bridges and so on. So that is also another problem that is faced by the road transportation. Okay, then another one is almost half of the roads are unmetal. Okay, it is unmetal. That means it has not been plastered, so to say, okay, with tar and whatnot. You know how roads are made. So because of that, when rainy seasons comes, okay, it becomes very difficult for the people again, because those roads which are not metalled, okay, it becomes very muddy, slobby and whatnot, and so it is very difficult for the people to travel on it again. So all these are to do with the problems that people face regarding road transportation. Okay, so I hope you have understood that far. Now we will go to the next point, that is to do with this railways. You all know what we meant by railways or train. I'm sure almost all of you have also traveled on a train, isn't it? So here, now we will be discussing about the railways, okay? Now, when we say railways, as it is written in your textbook, the Indian Railway is the largest public sector undertaking in the country. Okay, railway is the largest public sector which has been taken by the government, because we know thousands and thousands of people, they travel on the train, isn't it? So that is the reason why it says it is the largest public sector. Okay, then regarding this railway also, as it says, the railway is the main artery, okay, of the inland transport in India. So all this shows that railway is very, very important, especially for India, okay? Because one way why we say that is thousands of people can also travel on it. So it is very convenient, okay? It is very convenient for the people, okay? They can travel from one place to another place. Then regarding this railway again, it also has its problem or advantages and disadvantages. One problem will be in your textbook, it is written as ticketless travelers. Okay, ticketless travelers means those passengers who are traveling without a ticket. Okay, now why they create problem is this create problems in the revenue of the government. Okay, it creates problem in the revenue because the government is losing out money because of that. So that is also another problem. Okay, then we have a topic which says chain pulling. Chain pulling, where people without like any reason, sometimes they used to pull the chain, and once the chain is pulled, the train has to stop. Okay, and if the train stop again, all the timing, there will be a difference there. Okay, because everything is running on timing or time, so there will be a big disturbance there. So these are the disadvantages of train. Okay, then talking about the next one, it says pipeline. Okay, pipeline. Now when we say pipeline, in the olden period, so to say, okay, pipeline, this was used to transport water. It was used to transport water from one place to another place through the pipeline. Okay, but nowadays this pipeline, okay, what happened has, instead of transporting the water, what they do is through this, okay, they try to pass all those natural resources, or we can say pipeline are used to transport oil, petroleum product, natural gas, etc. So nowadays all these are being transported through this pipeline. Okay, but they, again, this pipeline also, it has its advantages and disadvantages. Okay, advantages will be this pipeline, it can be put in any condition or anywhere in the country. Okay, whether it is a mountain or sea or land, wherever it is, it can be constructed. Then this also reduces the wastage. Okay, there is less waste of this oil spill and whatnot. Okay, but then another problem is the danger of leakage. There is a danger of leakage. Leakage means where the gas is coming out. Okay, then there is also danger of sabotage or land use restricted, etc. Okay, so those are again the disadvantages of pipeline. Then we also have these waterways. Okay, when I say waterways, we are talking about the ships, right? The ship, the boats and canoes, it can be anything. Okay, so waterways, this is also to do with in India also we use this. Okay, now this waterways, it is the oldest and the cheapest means of transport. Okay, waterway is the oldest and the cheapest means of transport. Okay, and through this, what happens is the means of transport includes, as I've said, it can be boats or ship or canoes and whatnot. Okay, all these comes under waterways, and it is the oldest plus the cheapest means of transportation. Okay, then the last one is we have airways. Airways, we are talking about the helicopters, isn't it? The aeroplanes and whatnot. Now this, when you come to it, it is one of the most expensive, so to say. Okay, it is very expensive, but very comfortable again. That is what it's written there in your textbook, isn't it? It is the fastest means of transport, although it is the costliest. Then it is also the most comfortable and the prestigious mode of transportation. Okay, so these are the different types of transport. First, we have roadways. We have discussed about the different roads. Then we have the railways, that is to do with the trains and so on. Okay, then pipeline. Then we have the waterways, which is the cheapest means of transportation. Then we also have this airways, okay, which is the fastest and the costliest, but then the most comfortable, so to say. So these are the different transportation, okay, that we find around us. Now, in your textbook, as I've said in this chapter, it is to do with transport and communication. So now we have finished the transport part, okay? So I hope you have understood that part. In the next class, we will continue with this communication, okay? So thank you for tuning in and stay safe.